Today is September 6th, and here is your agenda. So we are moving on from the properties of matter to changes of matter. We'll talk a little bit about how they're tied together this week, but just before we get into that, when we come in today, it's the first day of the week, so today is, I guess, our Monday, where we put in our QR code, update our table of contents, and finish working on our glossary if we need to. So that's our game plan for today. Then we will start off with a pre-test just to see what you already know about the changes of matter. And the hope is that whatever score you get on the pre-test, you show growth by the post-test. So this is not a grade going in the grade book, it's just to see our starting point and to see our ending point. All right, so then after that, once we finish the pre-test, then I will give you a bag of pictures, and I will do a couple labs at the front of the classroom, and we're going to explore changes. So without me giving you a definition of physical and chemical changes, it'll be your job along with your partners to determine which pictures would fall under the physical change category and then which pictures would fall under a chemical change category. Then you guys will come up with your own student-created definition in addition to coming up with some indicators. In other words, what are some clues that would tell me that something would be physical or chemical? Then I'm going to do some demonstrations at the front of the classroom where you're just observing. I'm going to tell you what ingredients I'm using, and then you're going to write down what you observe when I mix those ingredients together. Then you're going to go back for the explanation portion of the activity today and tell me, how do the first two parts tie in together? There's a connection. What's the connection between those two? Once we make that connection, how would you change your definition and indicators to match what was observed now? So if you didn't already have this information in by looking at the pictures, then you may need to make some modifications. If you already have the information in, you may not have to make those modifications. You just might need to explain or elaborate just a little bit more in your final analysis of today's activity. And just a reminder that you need to make sure that you're updating your notebook pages weekly, and you also will be meeting in the computer lab tomorrow, so please don't forget.